ways travel CPAPs differ from standard positive airway pressure systems. Patients with obstructive sleep apnea who are prescribed a positive airway pressure machine, commonly known as CPAP, are instructed to use it every night. But that means lugging the device with them on every overnight trip. No small task given the shrinking space for airplane carry-on luggage. I'm Sri Roy, and you're listening to Sleep Review, the trade media outlet for the sleep medicine subspecialty. This podcast is inspired by the growing awareness of the importance of sleep to overall health. We invite all healthcare professionals, from primary care physicians to sleep specialists to dentists and others, to tune in and learn about clinically based best practices that will help your patients sleep better. Sleep Review does not endorse any products or services, including those that advertise with us. We strive to report clinical information that you can apply to your practice today. This episode is brought to you by the MedCore platform. Learn more at medcore.com/our platform and stay tuned for more information during the break. For CPAP users who leave their device at home while they are on vacation, a survey by CPAP maker ResMed found that 2/3 of users cite size as a reason for leaving their CPAP at home. But skipping therapy is a risky choice. In one study, patients who had heart attacks at night were 6 times more likely to have obstructive sleep apnea than those whose heart attacks happened during the day. Anecdotally, skipping CPAP therapy has been linked to the sudden deaths of Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia and football player Reggie White. So what exactly is a travel-friendly CPAP device, and how are they different from full-size CPAPs? Anyone with a proper backing can encase a miniature blower in plastic and deliver CPAP. The challenge becomes acceptance of the therapy being delivered, says Mark D'Angelo at sleep company Philips. You can make a tiny CPAP, but if users or their bed partners can't tolerate the noise or feel of the therapy, all you've done is disappoint your end consumer. The art is finding the right balance of size, performance, and convenience. With that in mind, here are 3 ways that travel CPAPs are different. You can get the print articles this podcast is based on at www.sleepreviewmag.com and search for the headlines, Travel CPAPs Earn Their Wings, and the headline, Sizing Up Heat and Moisture Exchangers for Travel CPAPs. The direct URLs are www.sleepreviewmag.com/travel CPAPs Earn Wings and www.sleepreviewmag.com/sizing up heat and moisture exchangers travel CPAP with hyphens between each word. Difference number 1, size. Shrinking a CPAP provides a technical challenge. The internal blower must be smaller than that in a conventional machine, but just as powerful. That means the blower spins faster and produces a different, and sometimes louder, sound. When you reduce the size of the CPAP, you reduce the volume of dead space available to muffle the noise generated by a CPAP motor, says Alison Bordwick at Somnetics International Inc., maker of the Transcend portable CPAP. Somnetics Transcend and ResMed's Air Mini also left out an on-device screen to save space, so the machines are programmed with smartphone apps. Difference number 2, humidification. Another compromise is jettisoning the conventional humidifier. To save space, several manufacturers use moisture exchangers instead, where vapor from a patient's breathing is recirculated. ResMed's integrated heat and moisture exchanger system for the Air Mini travel CPAP captures a patient's exhaled heat and moisture at the point where the mask meets the tube and stores it within the exchanger's tiny paper ridges. It is designed to provide equivalent levels of humidification compared to a bedside device's water humidification. Tom Miller at Breas Medical, the company that makes the Z1 CPAP, says the rule of thumb is the heat and moisture exchanger be compatible with the mask, rather than focusing on compatibility with the CPAP device itself. He abbreviates heat and moisture exchanger as HME in the following quote. Our HME is universal. It works with any mask, but works best if the mask is connected at the elbow, close to the patient's face. Some have extension tubes that come off the mask, but the problem with those is that you have to put the HME about 8 inches away from the mask, which doesn't work very well. So in essence, the HMEs are less effective the farther away from the mask you go. The Luna CPAP from 3B, which is not marketed specifically as a travel machine but is only slightly larger in size than the Philips DreamStation Go, has an option for a humidifier attachment. Adding the attachment roughly doubles the size and weight of the device. Next, we'll share another way that travel CPAPs are different. But first, a thank you to our sponsor, the Medcore platform. Medcore's mantra is not only to innovate within our company, but to provide a data platform for sleep medicine stakeholders to drive innovation within their own businesses. Gain access to hundreds of core data sources, including medical journals, blogs, social media conversations, advertising, emails, and articles. Start leveraging device market insights across your enterprise to make informed decisions at every level today. Sign up for a free demo at medcore.com/our platform and fill out the form at the bottom to schedule a Medcore demo today. That's medqr.com/our-platform. Okay, here's the next difference with travel CPAP devices. Difference number 3, reimbursement. Patients buying a CPAP for travel are unlikely to be reimbursed by their insurance for a second device, whereas their first CPAP is typically reimbursable. Of course, all regular CPAPs can also be taken along while traveling, size notwithstanding. Drive DeVilbiss designed the IntelliPAP 2 CPAP to shuttle between travel and home use. At about 2 pounds, the device is heavier than what some patients may consider travel-friendly, but for others, having only one device trumps other concerns. It is large enough to be used on the nightstand for everyday use and small enough when the humidifier is removed for the patient to take it with them, says Brian Palmer of Drive DeVilbiss. Having a single device is also important for some patients that are required to track compliance. Want to compare 5 travel-friendly CPAP devices side by side? Sleep Review has a guide for that. Visit sleepreviewmag.com/travel-CPAP-guide-2018 to download it. You can also visit our website and search for the headline Travel-Friendly CPAP Devices Side-by-Side Comparison Guide, (August 2018). The biggest takeaway is that small CPAPs exist and some patients may prefer them for traveling. Differences include size-related adjustments, such as potentially being louder and not having an option of water tank-based humidification. If it's the patient's second CPAP purchase, a travel CPAP may not be covered by insurance. But size may make all the difference for some patients to adhere to CPAP 100% of nights. You've been listening to Sleep Review. I'm Sri Roy, editor. Visit www.sleepreviewmag.com/travel-CPAPs-earn-wings and www.sleepreviewmag.com/sizing-up heat and moisture exchangers travel CPAP with hyphens between each word to read print versions of these articles and access any cited studies. Remember to visit sponsor medcore.com/our-platform for a free demo. Tune in next week for more clinically based best practices that will help your patients sleep better.